Continuing my quest for barbel and chub on the River Teme, and this is in a swim that is usually only accessible when the river is low on the mudstone pavement, and it can be productive, so I hope I've made the right choice and we'll see how we get on. First casts, right hand rod, got a 1 ounce bomb and a piece of meat on a hair rig, a size 8 hook. I just walk down slightly, 10 metres or so. I'm going to drop this just behind the willow bush on the far side there. Hopefully some chub or barbel are hanging out there. Just a gentle overhead cast, nicely positioned. Just tighten the slack line. Bait runner on. The left hand rod, I've got a 1 ounce bomb and I've got 3 8mm robin red pellets on the hair rig and the size 8 hook. I'm going to walk down 20 odd metres and cast down towards the fallen willow tree across the river there. Likely that the barbel are hanging out in the cover, especially in these warm sunny conditions. And the sun's blazing down around about 7 o'clock in the evening. It's still pretty warm though. Again, tighten that down, get rid of the slack line. Bait runner on and settle back, and hopefully something comes along, preferably a barbel or a chub, but I have caught eels from here before, so I wouldn't put it past that an eel might come along. I'll have to put some bait in, the hemp, micro robin red pellets, 3mm halibut pellets and some pieces of meat all cut up finely. Just fire that across. Hopefully that should attract something. We'll settle back and we'll wait. "15 minutes or so before recasting. About half an hour into the session now, and absolutely no indications on either of the rods. I'm still pretty hopeful. Still early days. Oh, and there's a couple of ghostly shapes drifting downriver. A couple of bream. In fact, there's 3 bream there. I know, difficult to make out, but if you look really closely, they're definitely there. And they've come very, very close in to the edge. That's very unusual. It just goes to show you how clear the water is. You can catch a glimpse of bream drifting down the river like that. Just see if they're interested in a pellet. No. Try another one. No, not interested in that either. Just moving slightly upstream. And then drifting on back down. Well, that was a surprise. A little bit of entertainment while I'm waiting for a bite. Still early though. But that sun's still very hot. Hopefully it cools down a bit later. An hour or so into the session now, and no real indications on either of the rods, but that was a slight tap. Something interested. Well, that's a definite bite. We'll strike. Yeah, there's a fish on. And it's come from behind the willows. And that is one of those bream. Surprise, surprise, on a piece of meat. Yeah, it's pulling quite strongly. Decent size. Right in front of me now. There it is. Definitely one of those bream that made an appearance earlier on. Get it in the net. Plank avoided again. Yeah, decent size. Just give it a bit of a rest. Yeah, it's righting itself. Looks reasonably strong. So we'll unhook it, yeah, definitely strong. Just unhook it in the net. That's it, unhooked. Get it out and show it to the camera. That's got to be £3 plus. Back in the river. Taking its time to right itself. Put it in a bit deeper water, see if that makes a difference. As soon as it's recovered, we'll let it go. Well, it's still struggling to right itself. Oh no, there it goes. Yeah, let it swim out its own accord. And there it goes. Swam away, nice and strongly. There you go. Thank you very much for watching. Still no barbel though, which is a bit disappointing. But a real surprise with the river bream. Not caught many from the team before. Pleased to catch something at least and avoid the blank. But I'll keep trying to catch those elusive barbel and chub. See what the next session brings.